Alright, John Oaks here with Hankster's Hot Rods here in our Homer City location. Today we have yet another new addition to our inventory to go over with you. This is a 1969 Chevelle Ss396 styled vehicle here. Now as we walk around here, you're going to see that we've got all the Ss396 badging and emblems on this car. We also got the steel SS hood on this car along with the correct style wheels too. So again, everything kind of matches up with that SS styling. But again, this is just a Chevelle with those styling cues. So nice bright red exterior here in this car. Again, the paint's very nice on this and very, very bright. Again, I mentioned the steel SS hood. We've got those louvers up here on the top side. Those are in great shape. All of our bright work, meaning all of the chrome bumpers front and rear, the wheel lip moldings, our drip rail molding along the top here, even the moldings that go all the way around the vinyl top and the windows. All of that is in excellent condition on the car, even those mirrors on both sides. Again, you see Ss396 here on the front fender. Again, those wheels, these are the correct style of Magnum 500 or SS style wheel. They are 15-inch wheels. They've got the beauty rings and the center caps with the SS logo in the center of them. Now on those wheels, we've got a set of Cobra Radial GTs, 235/60/15s on the front, 245/60/15s on the rear. Now as far as our door fitment, you can see the gaps on this door here. Very, very nice front to back, very much the same. As far as the elevations go, as far as the fenders and quarter panels in relation to the door, everything lines up good. Even the body lines on the car line up very good. As you can see before we open our door, the glass, all of that looks to be in great shape too. No chips, scratches, or cracks obviously in any of the glass here. Our door handles, the bright work on those, polished up very nice. Now we're going to open our door. We'll take a look inside. You'll see full black vinyl interior. You've got the the bucket seats with the headrest. All seat belts present, even shoulder harness belts on this car. Black carpeting's in great shape. Factory dash, factory instrumentation with the 120-mile-an-hour speedo, clock, and fuel gauge. There are a few aftermarket gauges in there. They're going to be the water temperature, the voltmeter, and the oil pressure gauge. Those are mounted in the center of the dash. We also got the factory automatic center console there with the horseshoe shifter in it as well. So we'll walk our way back here. Again, the vinyl top is in great shape, even through the rain gutter here. It's in great shape. It's anchored down nice and good. As far as feeling around the edges, that's where you'll mainly see any kind of problem area. We've already been over this car and everything feels nice and smooth the whole way around. As I mentioned, the glass in great shape, moldings around there, the trim all in great shape, slightly tinted rear glass, again no chips, scratches, or cracks in there. We'll see our trunk lid back here. Again, you'll look at the gaps here the whole way around on it. They look very uniform the whole way around, and your elevations with the quarter panels are really good on this car too. Lenses for our taillights. You can see the lenses are in great shape, no cracks or chips there. Bezels around there are in great shape too. Tail panel blacked out, Ss396 badging on the rear of the car, and again chrome bumper, and you'll see those oval slash cut exhaust tips on the car also. Very nice look for this vehicle. We're going to go ahead and open our trunk up next. So obviously the trunk lock works as we open her up. The trunk hinges and spring all work. As you can see, it's holding everything up on its own. The little rubber bumpers here, those are on the car. Weather stripping the whole way around is in great shape too. Nice and soft the whole way around. Meets right here in the center. Keeps the trunk nice and dry. You can see we've got a spare tire in there too with the mount. And again, that trunk floor, good and solid. All of the drain plugs are installed, and it's the correct black and aqua trunk spatter paint. So we'll close this up. and you see that Chevelle script emblem back here on the trunk as well. We'll walk our way around the passenger side now, and again, same thing, standing from the back of the car, looking the whole way up along the side, you can see that everything's all in line with everything else. So your quarter panel, your door, the body lines with the front fender and everything all line up very good. Again, all the bright work, still the same thing, all in great shape, polished up nice. Windows on the passenger side in great condition too. And we'll open this door up so you can see from the passenger side. Again, just more of the same. The seat covers are in great shape. There's no holes or tears or any fraying of the stitching on those. Everything seems to be in really good shape. Even all of your weather stripping around where your glass fits up against, all of that is in great shape. Closes up nice. You can see the gaps on the passenger side. Also very uniform on this side. Ss396 badging, and then we come up to the front of the car. So again, matching bumper here now for the front, all nicely chrome. This is your 396 SS badge up front. You got your traditional sealed beam units here for your headlights, your lows and your high beams, and these are glass lenses, and those are all in great shape too. The grille is in good shape as well. Everything all intact, no pieces broke out. It's all good and solid. So we'll go ahead and check our hood out before I open it up. See the gaps the whole way around. The fitment on this hood, very, very nice. Again, it is a steel SS hood. So we'll go ahead and open her up now, and we will see what we have underneath the hood then. So on the underside of the hood, you'll see it's painted the same as the rest of the car here, that nice red exterior that we have there. We've got the hood insulation here. As you can see, it's all in place where it should be. Now, as far as the engine compartment, all blacked out as it should be. Motor here, we have a non-original motor. This is still a 396 motor. I believe after running all the numbers on it, I think it's a 67 396 block. As far as things that we have bolted on the motor, we've got a chrome air cleaner, chrome valve covers as well, breather and PCV valve. We've got the Edelbrock Performer Zeo intake on there for the big block, and we also have an Edelbrock carburetor on there. Can't remember the exact number on it. It'll be in the description for the car, but I believe it is a 750 CFM carburetor there. It's a single feed also. Now on this car, they have upgraded the ignition slightly. It's an HEI distributor with an Accel super coil. Got a set of Accel super stock wires on it. They are 8mm plug wires as well. Mechanical fuel pump, stock style radiator here with the shroud. This is a power brake and power steering car, so you'll see all the necessary components for that. Also, you'll look down in there for the exhaust and see those long tube headers that are bolted to this as well. Heater lines are all hooked up on it. This motor then is coupled up to a turbo 350 automatic transmission, and then of course a 12-bolt rear with, I think it was a 273 gear ratio in that rear. So it's going to give you a nice combination that you can take out on the street and cruise around and be comfortable doing so. Again, these Chevelles drive very nice. The interior is very comfortable for you too in these vehicles. All right, now that we've got our 69 Chevelle up on the lift, we're going to go through the underside as we always do with all of our vehicles. We're going to show you what's underneath here as far as drive line, steering, suspension, braking components, and most importantly, all the structure here, the frame and the floors on the car. So starting with the front suspension. All stock stuff up here, your stamped upper and lower control arms here. We do have a front sway bar and the bushings at the frame mounts, as well as the sway bar end links. Those are all in good shape. Steering, same thing, just factory steering here. It is a power steering car, but we've got our center link here, the Fitment arm, your two tie rods, of which all of the rubber dust boots are all intact on those, and you can tell that everything's been greased and maintained with all the ball joints on the car, both on the suspension arms and on the steering arms. As far as braking up front, it's a power brake car. We do have disc brakes on the front, and of course drum brakes, which is your usual combination on these cars. That's what's on the back of it for braking. Now as far as the drive line, it's a non-original motor, but it is a 396 cubic inch big block Chevrolet motor. We have that coupled to a turbo 350 automatic transmission. Of course, the transmission cross member right here, that's in good shape. The mount itself is in good condition too. And the transmission, the seals, the pan, even the oil pan on the motor, I can see are all dry on the car. Then of course we've got our drive shaft. Again, it is a balanced drive shaft, so it's going to eliminate a lot of the vibrations that you might incur on the drive line. And then to finish out the drive line, we've got the GM 12 bolt rear end. I believe we have a set of 273 gears in the rear end on this car. Now for the rear suspension, again, just your typical standard rear suspension. It is your metric 4-link. So you got your lower control arms here, your upper control arms there too. Don't need a panner bar on a metric 4-link. All of those bars are at opposing angles, so it keeps that rear end good and square in the car. And as far as running gear, as far as wheels and tires, we've got all 15-inch wheels on this car. They are the Magnum 500 style or SS wheel, and they have the beauty rings and the center caps with the SS logos on them. And then we have a nice set of Cobra Radial GT tires. 235/60 R15s up front, 245/60 R15s on the back. Now, of course, the other thing that you're going to take notice of is the exhaust system. We've got long tube headers, dual exhaust all the way back. We've got the tandem Flowmaster mufflers, so again, you'll know that it's going to sound good and perform well with those mufflers. Then, of course, we've got the correct style of tailpipe that goes up over top of the rear end housing and then shoots out the back of the car, and it's got a nice set of oval/cut chrome exhaust tips on there. Now, as far as the structure underneath here, the floors and the frame, as you can see here, floors and frame look really good on this car. I don't really see any patching whatsoever. The only thing I see is where they put the transmission in, of course, in the tunnel here. We do have some cutting there, but again, that's just normal whenever they do a transmission like that. But again, your floors, you see all the braces, the correct braces here the whole way back through. Again, no patching. The frame, nice and square, nice and straight the whole way back, side to side. On our body, we're going to look at pinch welds and rockers. Pinch welds are very straight the whole way down. Rocker looks good too on the driver's side, as well as on the passenger side. Pinch weld nice and straight, rocker good and straight too. Other things, we just have you know, your fuel lines, brake lines out underneath here are all run nice and neat right along the frame rails, and this does have the emergency brake all hooked up. So you got your J hook here, your front cable, intermediates, and of course your rear cables going right to the drum brakes. And then lastly, fuel tank. It's just your stock fuel tank. Looks to be in good shape. Your mounting hardware and your straps underneath it are all in good condition too. The fuel tank, no dents or dings whatsoever in it. So that's pretty much it for underneath our '69 Chevelle.